All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when and where you're watching this Facebook Live. This is a voice and the face of Dr. Olabintan. I'm CEO and co-founder of Livingspring Family Medical Center here in the beautiful city of Mansfield, Texas, not too far from Dallas. If you are watching live, hashtag live, and if you are watching on replay, hashtag replay. And welcome to a tete-a-tete with Dr. O, where I share a few tips to help improve your quality and quantity of life in under the goal is under 5 minutes. Okay, that's the goal. All right, so what's today's topic? Today we're going to talk about how to increase your dopamine levels naturally. Yeah, we're going to talk about dopamine, not dopamine. Now, for some of you who are watching, you're probably wondering why this topic. Well, one of the things that I found out to be true and important is that one of the ways we enjoy being alive is doing things that make us happy, right? That give us pleasure, that keep us motivated, that keep us satisfied. And so it is important that we have healthy options to improve our dopamine levels because dopamine is one of the molecules is linked to a level of satisfaction, a level of pleasure, and being alive. One of the tips or one of the joys of being alive is being able to enjoy things in life. And so I was thinking, what? Let me come here and share natural ways to increase your dopamine levels so that you can choose to lean towards these than other things that are not so good for you. Um, so now, drugs are one of the things that substance abuse is one of the um, results of a need for dopamine, but in a way that is not so healthy and not so constructive for you. Okay, and so like smoking, like excessive alcohol, these things trigger dopamine release, and it feels good, and so there's a natural desire to want to continue it. But I want to encourage healthier ways for us to increase those levels. Now that we know that they are part of what makes us feel good, make us feel satisfied, and make us feel pleasure. All right, number one, get enough sleep. Yes. Prioritize sleep. I do feel like a hypocrite saying this, but let's work towards getting optimal amounts of sleep. And it is different for every individual, depending on what age you are. But adult typically 7 to 8 hours. So that's number one. Number two, exercise. Exercise actually naturally increases your dopamine levels. Also increases your endorphins as well. Your endorphins, they're natural happy hormones. So I would recommend that you exercise. Some is better than none. Just move. All right. Start with 5 minutes and work your way up. All right. Number two, believe it or not, eating healthy actually increases your dopamine levels. Yes, foods like avocados, bananas, almonds, fresh leafy greens, they raise your dopamine levels. So get to eating. Whatever you could do to get it from outside your mouth to inside your mouth, blend it, slurp it, freeze it, dice it, chop it, blend it, cook it, whatever you need to do to get more fresh fruits and vegetables into your from outside your mouth to inside your mouth. Please do it because it helps naturally increase your dopamine level. What are other things you could do? Meditating. Meditating actually increases your dopamine level. Um, I meditate on the Bible verse. I think about it. I dream myself in it. I imagine it. These are all the things. These are things you could do in the place of meditation. Think about your thoughts. Think positively. Daydream a little bit. Um, so these are things that actually naturally increase your dopamine levels. What else? Listening to music. Listen to music, do those things. That could be part of your self-care. It increases your dopamine levels as well. Spend time in nature. That's another one that increases your dopamine level. um, Now, and then look for things that are creative. Go out in nature, right? Color. Now the other things that can raise your dopamine level, and I'll talk about that a little bit, but those are things that you want to avoid. But the things I just mentioned, getting enough sleep, exercising, eating healthy, meditating, spending time in nature, listening to music, these are things that can naturally increase your dopamine levels. Now, what are things that can deplete it? Too much alcohol. Too much alcohol can do that. All right. Not exercising can do that. Not eating a balanced diet can do that. Okay. Now, these are simple tips. I got 3 seconds left. All right. I hope you implement them. They're very helpful. Please share this with those who could find it useful. You can simply tag them in the comment or just forward this video to them. I look forward to chatting with you again. I hope this has been helpful. So get to increasing your dopamine levels, okay? And I hope you have a great month. Have a good one. And thanks for joining.